So in this video I'm quickly going to show you how to add GPS to the version 2 BREmote TX part. And what you can see me do right now is I'm removing the 3 components that are on the TX, and then after that cleaning it up with some solder wick. So as you can see on this picture here, we need to remove 3 components, the R24, R23 and the D1. Now if you order at a later date, those will already be removed from the PCB, but if you already received the PCB before the Follow Me mode was released, then they will probably still be on the board. Now, as you saw me do, to remove them, it's easy to just take a soldering iron and a lot of solder and basically just flood the component and then pull it off with the tip. Now, make sure not to remove the C4 that is below. That one needs to stay. Okay, so when you have removed those components, we need to attach 4 wires, or basically the wiring harness of the GPS module. And you can see in this picture, it's easiest to just cut the wiring harness that comes with it to roughly 32 millimeters in length. And then after that, just solder it to the 4 pins. So to ground G19, G18, so that's 2 GPIO pins for the UART, and the 3.3 volt pin. And on those next pictures, you can see how it is soldered from the bottom. Make sure there are no solder bridges. And also here from the top again, you can see the 4 wires are soldered. Okay, and so now in the next video, I'm going to show you how to mount it in the housing, and then you can continue back with the original build video of the remote. As you can see right here, the top board is now connected to the GPS module, and also the components down here are removed. And now the next step is to integrate it into the housing. And for that, we're gonna first of all glue or fixate the GPS module into this recess right here, and then we can screw the top board to the to this top piece. Now to fixate it, I'm going to use some 2-component epoxy, and what is very important, to only fixate it in like 2 small spots, 2 small dots of glue, and not in the whole area, because we want to make sure that later our filling material, actually when the remote is up like this, can still go behind the GPS module all the way up here and then back out. So make sure that you don't glue like a big area like this, but only 2 little dots, maybe left and right of the module. About fitting the module, you can see I've already bent the cable a bit, so it roughly fits. And then we want to glue it in place in orientation where it is inside the recess all the way to the bottom and also all the way to the back. So basically, as you can see, the cable go 90 degrees up, and that leaves us, a bit hard to see now, but it leaves us with a bit of a gap back here, but also a gap in the front. So again, our filling material can go in, around, and the air and the filling material later can go back out the top. So I'm going to add, as I said, 2 small drops of epoxy and then glue it in place like this. So as you can see now, we still have a gap on this side of the connector, and we also have a gap in the front. So that's a good orientation for the module.